Alrighty, we should be up and running now, I think. Hopefully. Hey, Emperor, I hope you're doing well. Yeah. Yeah, I finally kind of figured out what the fuck was happening. I was fucking all my live streams up, right? So here's what's been happening. I didn't know it, but at the time I was having all my videos download to my desktop because I could sync the files and everything to iCloud. What I didn't realize was that iCloud was attempting to download the video and compress it at the same time it was being rendered. So it meant that the iCloud was fighting with Meld Studio on internet bandwidth, which was absolutely fucking insane. And it caused me all kinds of crazy issues. I did not know that. I wish I knew that because that would have saved me so much fucking hassle on everything I've been dealing with. So now I can actually stream at a decent frame rate and give you good quality content, as you can kind of see right now. I got my little logo, but I don't know why the fuck it flipped it backwards. That's fantastic. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you, Apple, for doing that. I appreciate you making me look fucking more retarded than I already am. So there we go. But I'm joined by Coldfire Gaming. Say hello to everybody.
Hello.
He might be a little quiet tonight because Discord.
We have a separate game.
Yeah, Discord's being a little funky, but it is what it is. But yeah, that's what's been happening, and I'm glad to know that my problem's been solved for the most part. And yeah, so we're gonna have some fun playing Borderlands. We're gonna talk about some stuff. We're gonna dick around, and we're gonna film some people tonight. I think that's what we're gonna do. What do you think, Coldfire?
That's about accurate, honestly. We've been doing it before even the live stream, honestly, so.
Yep, yes indeed, we have been. So we've been having a lot of fun doing that, so we're switching over to the scene here. We're going to go ahead and click into the game, and I'm going to fuck this up because I'm always good at fucking it up. Let's see. Come on. There we go. Now we're going to log in. We're going to pick up where we left off because we have a massive boss battle before we have to go save Angel. I mean, kill Angel. We already know Borderlands 2. We already know the storyline. Who really gives a shit? But the name of the game here is that I have to use only bandit weapons throughout my whole playthrough. And yes, I will upload this to YouTube later. But I hope the game didn't fucking crash on me. I'm going to be mad as fucking hell. With all that effort only for it to fucking crash on me, that would be fucking fantastic. Oh my god. Oh, there's the spinning wheel of death. Give it a second in. If it doesn't load in the next couple of minutes, I'll shut it down and run it back up again.
What do you mean spinning wheel of death? I don't see no spinning wheel of death.
Oh, it's on the I don't think you can see it on stream. But
Oh, you mean on the Borderlands chassis?
Yeah.
My bad.
No, you're good on that portion. You're good. I'm gonna turn myself down on the mixer board itself because I'm peeking out very hard. And while I can kind of push the push the physical analog, the analog realm very nicely and get a nice smooth radio sound. It doesn't sound so good on digital because digital clips like a motherfucker because it's recording the raw audio sound. Oh, I see why it flipped the image. Oh, okay. I get what the camera thing did now. God damn it. Okay, so we're gonna just hop back over to the talk scene real quick, and we're going to fuck me in the ass because that's what I'm gonna do. All right, we're just gonna boop, force quit it. Oh, come on, you motherfucker. There we go. Okay, let's boot the game back up. It is a little finicky because it hasn't gotten an update in God knows how long. I should just get the fucking Windows copy and try to run it rather than running this, but I paid for it, so fuck you, I'm going to use it. Give it a moment to load. Hopefully the stream's still looking good. Hopefully we're not getting any more fucking spinning wheels of death right now. I'm watching a bit where like a hawk.
There's getting a spinning wheel of death right there for a bit.
Oh, there we go. Now here comes. Oh, okay, here we go. Here comes the bandwidth. Yeah, you're a few seconds behind. Alrighty, let's transition back over. Game screen's on. Boop. Oh, come on. There we go. Boop, boop. I've literally have done everything I can to remove every obstacle possible, so there's not much more optimization I can really do at the moment. So
Yeah.
That's getting a new router, but I mean, I don't know how much that's going to really help me. Well, actually, I could, you know, what I could do is get a router for the house, like get a nice router, and it has like a LAN port on it, and then hook it up that way.
Yeah.
Let's see, it's
That one way.
fucking forever to load. I hope this is not gonna be one of those nights where it's not gonna fucking work, and then I have to go do something else, because that would kind of suck. And again, not knowing my fucking luck. I've been having some pretty fucking shitty ass luck lately with a lot of things. It's been pretty entertaining watching how much my luck has been. It's like, fuck, what did I do to deserve this? Like, whose ass didn't I kiss?
Do you want me to see if I can't pull a list out?
Yeah, I know, right? You're just gonna pull a list out and be like, you didn't kiss this person's ass, you didn't kiss that person's ass, you didn't do this, you didn't do that. It's like, what the fuck did I do to deserve this? I was like, what the fuck did I do to you? Is the controller fucking sending it off? Is that what it is? I wonder. Give it a moment to load. Anyways, so how are we doing tonight? We doing all right, chat? God damn it. Dropped my fucking controller. Oh, lovely. We doing all right tonight, guys? We're having a fantastic night. We're taking care of ourselves. What are we doing so far? Yeah, the game's kind of being a bit buggy. It's always been a bit buggy. There we go. There we go. We're in now. Woo! And this is my off the clock character when I'm just having fun. Let's kick on Salvador. Let's have some fun. Woo! Let's go. Let's play some football. That's what I'm talking about. Let's play some football. Yeah, we're gonna play some football. Also gonna touch ourselves. Okay, I probably shouldn't have said that, but. Alright, here we go. I'm gonna bring the audio up just a little bit in my headphones. Because the way I got this set up is really fucking cool with the loop backing and everything. So you guys can hear the audio and I can hear the audio without having to use fucking weird stuff. Okay, no questions asked. Yeah, sure. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, whatever you say, mate. Alright, so let's go kick some ass, shall we? Let's kick some ass. Alright. So, what has everyone been up to lately? We all been having a fantastic night. We're having a fantastic day. We're kissing ass and getting laid. We killing enemies. Like, what are you doing, Coalfire? Because you're playing a game. What game are you playing?
RuneScape, the original RuneScape that used to be called RuneScape 3. Now it's back to its old name.
Oh my god. The old school RuneScape. So what are you doing on the old school RuneScape game? Oh my god, I'm getting my ass whooped.
No, not old school, regular RuneScape.
Oh, you're playing regular RuneScape. Okay, never mind. I'm retarded. Ignore my retardedness. Oh my god, fuck you! What hit me?
Losing, honestly, because they're really different types.
Shit. Fuck me, fucking explosive ass fucking motherfucking bullshit bot. What the fuck? Fuck you! Two guns, bitches! Yeah, fuck you! Eat that. So you're playing that game. You know, what quest are you on right now? Are you on the getting laid quest or
I'm actually. I'm currently not doing any quests. Actually, I'm just cutting wood.
Oh, you're just cutting wood? No, you're just gathering supplies.
I was doing clue. Yep, I was doing clue scrolls though.
Yeah, because you and Adam were talking about that earlier, and Adam was having like a string of fucking bad luck. It was pretty hilarious watching him.
Yeah.
Being like, oh my fucking god, why can't I get it?
he kept on getting the hardest puzzle to do for them, which is the coat dip knot. That's pain in the butt to do those.
Leave me alone. Oh shit, the box after me.
There are a lot of people normally when they get that one, they just immediately trash the whole like progress and start over.
Oh, and Adam just decided, you know what, fuck it, I'm just gonna go through with it.
I mean, sometimes it's worth doing it, but he just simply got 4 in a row that one clue scroll, and that was like ridiculous.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, that's right. He got it in 4 times in a row. And Emperor said that he was going to go to sleep when he got his new T-Mobile stuff. I might take that timer off the thing then, just because the stream's running pretty smoothly now. I've pretty much figured out almost all my problems. That's fantastic. You just got to remember to check when, make sure to check the internet when T-Mobile's getting ready to take their stuff down, so that way I can know, okay, yeah, tonight I'm not going to stream or something like that. Just start planning around certain things, and I'll stop running into all the issues I've been running into. I'll just stop being lazy in general, and also fucking internet problems. Well, it looks like for the most part I won't have to pay for stupid upgrades and stuff like that, which would be nice.
I mean, to be fair, you can always sell your soul.
I'm not selling my soul for fucking nothing. Fuck you. You didn't offer me dick or diddly. I don't like that. I don't like either one. My sibling just passed through as they were getting ready to grab their clothes, and they were staring at me, wondering why I said dick and diddly. We're like, what the hell is he talking about? Then they figured out, oh, he's live streaming. Oh, yeah. Okay. So, yeah, guys, if you don't mind, share the stream around with your friends. Get them in here. Let's get a whole bunch of people in the chat. Let's have some fun. This is not a, this is not just a chill night stream. This is a let's have fun stream. Come on, big boy. Come on. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Oh my god, who's behind me? Hello. No. Nope. Hell. Holy crap balls, there's landmines everywhere. I need ammo bad. Can you drop me some ammo, please? Thank you. I would appreciate it. Let's see. Since I'm on kick, I'm trying to get 15 subs, so that way I can get closer to the path of having, holy crap, they got a big old fucking cannon.
Monetization?
Yeah, the path, because right now I'm on the path of being verified. I'm already in the not partner program, but I'm qualified to be monetized. Now I need to be qualified to be, now I need to be verified in order for me to get to being monetized completely. So that's what I'm doing right now, is just pushing for that. So I've got the watch time. I just need everything else. So that's why I'm probably going to stream more often on here. So I'm going to post stuff on YouTube. I know a couple of things are going to go up on YouTube tonight. I got to repost the video of me unboxing the the Power Tone snare drum from Rogers, because I didn't know that apparently the audio had doubled over. For some reason, it created like 5 audio tracks when there should have already been 1. That it was recorded with a mono microphone, not a stereo. And I don't know why it doubled over the audio like it did. But yeah, I felt bad for the people who watched that. I am going to private it and post a new one up with an apology explaining what happened. And then I'm also going to finish editing the unboxing of the drum kit, and then start work on the drum covers that I did, which I worked on the mixes, which I might play one of the mixes tonight before the stream's over with, so that way you guys can listen to it and get a taste of what I did, because man, these Rogers drums are just beautiful. They're some of the best drums I've ever played.
I'm gonna be honest, I may do exclusive streams on Kit for Warframe, because YouTube screwing me over, I think, on that. On my Warframe streams.
Wouldn't be surprised. YouTube can be a bit finicky with some gaming, Dead by Daylight tends to get pretty piss poor views on YouTube comparatively to like Twitch, which is ironic because you would think Twitch would be more heavily against that, but like there's a large fucking community for it. Pretty surprising, honestly.
If I had to guess the reasoning why it's so bad for YouTube is because a lot of the content in Warframe is actually rated M. Like, I've shown you some of the like character models and stuff.
Yeah,
like,
I've seen some of the character models.
Spicy to be.
Well, you're on Kick, so you can.
Like,
we're on Kick, so you're allowed to use adult language for the most part. You don't have to use that baby stupidity language because this is just on Kick. I'm not on YouTube.
Oh yeah, I forgot you were only on Kick. My bad.
No, here you go.
Very sexy and very revealing models. So lost in almost.
They're like borderlining on nudity.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah. Like the Ember Heirloom skin is like the top, like,
bunker destroyed. You can access the door to my chambers.
Like,
move quickly.
Top hot looking skin, I guess you could say, for the game right now. But I'm thinking this new one that's coming out is gonna top that one.
Not particularly surprised at all by that. Oh, god damn it, that was a nice Jacob's shotgun. I can't use it. Well, again, I'm not particularly surprised by any of that. They're always trying to outdo each other. Oh,
Yeah, well, unfortunately, due to it being like that, that's probably why YouTube tend to lowers pushing it out and stuff, as well as the fact that I think they are automatically putting it as 18 plus content without notifying you on any level that they're doing so. Basically age restricting it without telling you, because I looked at some other creators who just did videos of it on YouTube and they're getting hit real hard, and they've like big channels.
I'm not particularly surprised at all, and the reason I'm saying I'm not surprised is because YouTube has been very, very weird and odd with its gating and whatnot of content, like to the point that it's been pretty weird. That's just my opinion, though. I'm not gonna sit there and say that I 100% know anything, because last time you remember this, last time we like worked with someone who said they 100% knew, it was, the knowledge was pretty much like, am I wrong?
Yeah, you're not wrong. I actually, my RuneScape content does amazing on YouTube, I will say.
Oh yeah. It's like the Tim's cast. Like the Tim's cast does fucking fantastic on YouTube. And Kick is okay, but the Kick seems to like my gaming streams more. Like, I remember that one of the guys who like worked for Kick apparently, or like an admin or something like that, stopped by and saw that I shared my stream in the Discord, and he's like, "Hey, since you shared your stream in there, how would you like to be on the front page? Have fun." What? And then the next moment, I'm on the front page of Kick, and then people started flooding in the chat left and right. And I had a couple of trolls that came in and were like trying to fuck up the chat and whatnot, but I was quick to remove them. I pretty much knew what was fixing to happen. But I still appreciate it. That is still one of my crowning achievements. Not only did I get monetized, but I managed to get on Kick. Let me swap something over real quick. I'm going to pause it just so I can go over here and open up.
Ooh, I got a special log here that lets me turn it into a special type of planks.
Emperor said my phone started crashing sometimes. After installing Android Beta 17 version 3.
I wonder what type of Android he using.
He uses a Google Pixel, I think. Well, here's my proclamation. Yes.
Wow.
I love you.
Google Pixels are, in my opinion, not the best.
Never been the best.
I love you.
A Galaxy, I feel, is a more stable.
Consider this your fun.
But depending on what you're wanting it for, really, that's what it really boils down to when it comes to a lot of these phones. What are you planning on using it for?
Will die staring at their own lungs as I rip them from their chests.
Pixel 10, best guess, there's a memory leak in a few of the apps I use. So is like the whole operating system crashing, or is it just like whenever you go to use certain apps, does it crash?
Its power. It needs.
Like that's my question there.
Jack acquired his siren catalyst a long time ago. He kept her hidden from the world for years, but
yeah, I hope the stream doesn't fucking
set her free.
I'm not gonna say that. Anyways, I was gonna say also I managed to knock down a vast majority of the GPU usage on Meld, because I couldn't figure out why Meld was using a lot of GPU, but then after I figured out it was because of the whole clipping thing, I was like, oh, well, I do that anyway in post, so why the hell am I got that running?
Hurry and reach me. You must get the key.
It's nice to have that feature. If I just start if I do vertical streaming and whatnot, it would be nice to have that feature, but I don't plan on doing any vertical streaming with Meld until it becomes like a phone app. The whole phone crashing in the G and
I'm actually thinking about doing a vertical version and a regular version, the
oh yeah, streaming vertical and
for YouTube.
Yeah, vertical and horizontal. I mean, I've had
figured out how I would do the setup for that, and
Meld has a pretty simple setup. It gives you the second canvas and it tells you what sources you can translate over and what sources you can't. It's pretty much almost all the sources you can.
Executing phase shift.
Oh my god, where am I going?
The key is here.
Because I was planning on doing that so I could also have it do clipping of it, so I can then take the clips and upload those onto YouTube, so I'll have like small shorts and stuff.
Yeah, shorts and whatnot, TikTok and Instagram, Twitter allows them as well.
Pumping me full of iridium, using me to charge his key and manipulate his enemies. Destroying the iridium injectors that keep me alive will stop the key from charging, and it will end a lifetime of servitude.
Oh, poor Angel.
Because that would be so much more easier for me to do instead of having to put in a video editor and do it manually myself.
The iridium injectors. Destroy them. No, I'll try to explode the injectors. Just hold on.
Well, sorry, I got distracted by the mission.
You're good.
Let's see. Oh, here we go. Now the fight starts. Now I can focus on what you were saying. So, I get what you're saying there, and it's not a bad idea. Let me get my ass whipped right off the bat. Okay, yep. So, like you saw with the OBS clip, which that was really fucking funny. I didn't know that they sold OBS like that. He's like, they sell OBS like this? I thought it was free software. Wait a minute, when the fuck was this a thing?
Yeah, really. I feel like it's a pirate. Somebody just pulled it offline and what is it? Bone down to a CD and saying that's the. OBS.
I mean, you can download the software
That's
for free, so I wouldn't be.
what I feel like.
I wouldn't be surprised if someone did that. Wouldn't be surprising. Oh my god, why did I jump into that box? I'm retarded.
It's old school version of pirating, but it's still pirating technically.
Yeah, in a sense, yes. Just use this pistol. This is what the pistol's for. There we go. Alright, boop, boop, boop,
I used
boop.
to burn music on the CDs back as a kid all the time.
Yeah, I remember when Windows Media Player was like the thing you would burn stuff onto. That was always a lot of fun.
Yeah, I enjoyed that a lot.
That was one of my favorites.
I think there was this, I think I had this one CD I burned with like the most weirdest like screaming stuff going on it that I did as a kid. But if I remember correctly, what I did, I clipped a bunch of audio like pieces from a bunch of random like screaming songs and just threw them all together to make the most annoying like CD as soon as you put it in to the CD player. After it got bound onto it, it would play the most annoying screaming from like rock song, those screaming like rock songs that have a lot of screaming.
Yeah.
Just like different bits and pieces of different ones from different like people and stuff.
Oh, I remember when Buddy used to make like mixtapes of popular songs and everything. Fuck, I went down again. God damn it. Let's see. Are you fucking kidding me? No. There we go. Yeah, when Buddy we used to make like mixtapes and everything for more or less CDs, what I call them mixtapes. Or like very popular like songs, and it would be like it's like songs to wrestle to or something like that. Really, we still actually have the DVD copy players. Like so, like you would put a DVD in, right? And if you wanted to make multiple copies, you would load in the blanks in the other ones. And I mean, you would hit the computer, you would tell it how many you wanted copied and what disc to pull it from.
Oh, I never got my hands on one of those, but I did hear about them.
Yeah, we have them here at the house, and just had to set them up. Didn't ever needed to, but I might do that after the documentary's done on my father, which I gotta start finishing the touches for it and everything and get it done.
You have all the audio for it, right?
Yeah, I gotta re-record one of the parts because apparently the original parts of the original script weren't correct because there was stuff written into the Wikipedia I pulled from that wasn't correct, retaining to his medical diagnoses and everything. So I gotta sit with Mom and rewrite all that, but we haven't had time. So once she becomes a little bit more available, I'm going to sit and finish that, rewrite that portion of the script, and then after that, I'm going to work on our shields down. All right, this one, boop. Fuck. What's that shot missed? Oh, when that shot missed? Oh my god. So yeah, I just gotta work on it. It's gonna take some time. And nothing good ever comes easy or quick.
True.
Or free.
Yep.
Well, unlike my ex.
Yep.
I'm an ass.
Wait, so you're saying your ex were completely 100% free? When did girlfriends start becoming free or ever were free?
Well, this was like 2021. Fuck you, Roland. You got me killed, asshole. Roland got me killed. I'm pissed.
2021?
Yeah, 2021. That's when I met my ex. Oh no, 2019, excuse me. Or pre-pandemic.
2019?
Yeah.
Okay.
Pre-pandemic.
2019. I mean, technically, you still had to go out with, normally you would still need to pay for the dates and stuff.
Yeah, okay. Go through real quick. I know I've paused in everything, but I'm gonna turn off some things real quick. Also want to change some things about it too. There we go. There you go. So that way the chat's on screen the whole time. There you go. Sorry about that, guys. Kind of just
Good luck in your future endeavors.
I just wanted to chat on screen so that way I'm not having to constantly switch back. I can check the like the stream itself while I'm also reading chat.
Yep.
So I'm not great at multitasking when it comes to stuff like that. But, oh, thank you, Roland. Appreciate it. After you fucking took away my one ability to get a revive, so I had to spend money to get it. You fuck. Asshole. Oh, I gotta level up. Woo! We're gonna level up, baby.
And
now I have finished the money shot. Hopefully I get some more follow. Oh, it's an ability on the Gunzerker where the final round in my magazine will deal 400% damage of the original weapon. And so larger the magazine,
that's not what I was thinking.
The larger the magazine, the higher that 400% counts towards the damage of the weapon. So it's like this machine gun I'm using right now, right? It
Yep.
Oh my god. So if I fire all the rounds and the final round hits the thing, right? This weapon should hit for well over 20,000 points of damage. Fuck.
Wow. When you said money shot, I thought you were injecting like actual money somehow into your veins or something.
No, they call it the money shot. So the money shot's basically like the final round. If the final round can kill the opponent, it's called the money shot. That meant that you got your opponent.
That makes sense.
If your first shot or last shot kills your opponent, it's called the money shot. Congratulations! If you didn't know that, now you do.
Yep.
Fuck me, God. What the fuck? Right off the bat. Holy shit. Fuck me. Oh, that's right. These aren't healing grenades. I'm not allowed to have healing grenades. Fuck me. Fuck you. Fuck you. Oh, god damn it. I went down again. Okay. Where the fuck are you? Come on. There you go. Oh wow, holy shit, believe this or not, but a guy injected pieces of a butterfly into himself and died. Really? What the fuck?
What?
Read the chat. Emperor said, holy shit, believe this or not, a guy injected pieces of a butterfly into himself and died.
Hold on. Believe this or not, a guy injected pieces of a S butterfly.
I meant to say a butterfly.
Into himself. Oh, A?
Yeah, he accidentally put S instead of A.
I don't know what to say to that if that's true.
That's wild.
Like, wow.
How you doing?
Lily, what the hell? I told you not to come.
Yeah, and I didn't listen.
But who in the right mind would have thought to do that in the first place?
Fuck me, I'm on fire. Holy shit, I'm on fire. Yeah, that's fucking wild, bro. That's wild. That is fucking wild as hell. Holy shit. Oh my god, no, oh my god. Oh, it's a fucking warlord. Oh my god. He's dead, so you can't ask him. Well, yeah, well, I figured dead meant you can't talk to him. Well, I mean, you could use a Ouija board, but then you can get possessed by a demon too, so there's that. Oh, what the fuck? He's got a fucking rocket launcher with fucking bullshit. Fuck you.
I
No,
can
fuck
even
you.
say a name of one of the demons if you want.
No, thanks. I don't feel like dealing with them tonight. I've already dealt with the demons of not being able to live stream. I don't feel like dealing with more. Fuck you. Come on, fuck you. No, don't you dare, you motherfucker. Fuck you, asshole. I needed him to live. God damn it.
You needed him to live.
He killed the bot right before I could kill it to revive myself. And he said, I'm dropping the Scorpio to save you. I'm like, you motherfucker. You cocksucker.
Yeah.
Fuck you. Has the stream been stuttering at all?
I know, it's been good actually.
Oh, it seems like I solved the vast majority of my problems then, huh?
Yep. Now the latency is a little photo behind, but
Well,
not too bad.
yeah, the caching of the servers as I go on will help me. God, what the fuck? Oh, that might be one right there. Get rid of these fucking defense turns. That's the problem. Getting rid of these defense turns hit way too fucking hard early to the bots.
Nice shot.
I shot. Fuck you.
I am going to go sacrifice bones now.
Do what?
Keep it up, kid. You're doing great.
To the god of chaos.
Why are you sacrificing bones to the god of chaos? Fuck, the electricity didn't do shit.
To get up my prio. To get up my prio level.
Oh, player level. I thought you said prayer level, and I was gonna say that's a new one I hadn't heard
prio,
before.
like bullshit.
Oh, okay, so I did hear you right the first time.
Yeah. It's the most efficient way to level up your prio.
Don't focus on me, you fuck. Fuck you. Fucking arm. Fucking arms. There we go.
I'm also gonna be drinking a perfect juju prio flask, which
The perfect juju.
will help me gain even. Yep. Will help me gain for the next hour. Will help me gain 5% more prio XP.
Jack ended my life long ago. This has to end to help Baltimore.
I don't know why you can't just call me by my name, you fuck. And now she's dead.
It's finally done.
Now he's
The thing
gonna...
is unlike old school, RuneScape, regular RuneScape, don't have those set. The Chaos Octo doesn't work as well. Like in old school, sometimes you'll sacrifice a bone and actually get to keep a bone, even and get the prio XP. While in regular RuneScape, it doesn't do that.
Huh.
She's dead. Jack
Yeah.
just lost his only way to awaken the warrior. We got the vault key, but this isn't over yet. We gotta find Jack and take
But another difference is you also get more prio XP per bone you sacrifice at the Chaos Octo in this, rather than in old school you get like
Don't pick a fight with a man.
not as much. But you do get that one chance of it like doubling or tripling one bone because you're sacrificing a bone that not being like actually sacrificed.
We've got a date to keep with the warrior.
That's interesting.
What just happened? First Bloodwing, now this? Vault Hunter, find me a
Or maybe it's because I'm at the wrong Chaos Octo. There is two different ones. This one where I'm at in Old School is surrounded by Chaos Druids that will immediately attack you and try to kill you while in Old School everyone goes to the other one that is much more deeper in the wilderness by the ice plateau.
Okay. I'm not very familiar with the game, so it's gonna take a little bit for me to understand.
Yeah, that's good. That's
good. That's good.
Okay.
That's good.
Okay.
No one cares about the game. No one cares about you. Hope you die in a fire. Like typical stuff like that.
That's okay because, quite frankly, there's literally 3 different versions of this game. You have Old School RuneScape, and then RuneScape Dragon Wilds. And it's get confusing with just that.
Are you okay? Did I get you to Sanctuary?
I know the history of this game a little too well.
Using on me.
Farewell, friend.
Shut the fuck up, Phil. No time for your nonsense. Oh yeah, I forgot that. What was it? Turkey Tom posted his video about Darkside Phil today or yesterday. That's what he's referencing. Well, look, I mean, like, everybody likes their games. Everybody likes what they got, and I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. And big penis. I mean, what else is there to say? Really, you got no response.
Oh, I wasn't fully paying attention, I'm gonna be honest. All I hope with Darkside Phil, and apparently Toki Tom made a new video about him. Oh,
okay. I'm sorry. Because the chat's a little bit delayed. Yeah, my live stream's delayed by about 10 seconds or so. So my responses are going to be about 10 seconds behind whatever you guys say. He was talking about Marcus Munitions. Because Marcus said, "You guys freaking robbed me blind," and it kind of sounds and looks like Darkside Phil. And so Emperor was making a joke about him being Phil. So he said, because in the chat he goes, "Well, I was talking to that fat guy in the store that sells guns." Yeah, Marcus. He was talking to him. Talking about him.
I knew I hadn't heard the last of that gun. I bought it off a guy a few months ago. Great gun, but...
So I decided to go to the other octo in the wilderness that I can sacrifice bones to. And yeah, it does the exact same thing as the other one.
Well, it sounds like there's no difference then. You might as well just go ahead and go with whatever really works in that particular case.
The one that got the bank right next to it, yeah, much more efficient, yes.
Yeah, no, I would just go to that one. Where the fuck are you, mate?
In Old School, the one I just went to actually is more efficient, while in this version, the one that is more efficient is the
Jack still needs time to chart
is the one that
where this warrior is buried.
Is closer right next to that bank guy. But I don't remember if Old School has the bank guys roaming around the wilderness or not.
Almost none of them.
I know they sell capes, but I don't think they're banking in Old School.
My daughter is dead.
I can't remember that.
By the Vault Hunter. So I've decided I'm rescinding the bounty on the Vault Hunter. If you should kill that child-murdering son of a bitch before I do, I will find you, and you will regret denying me my vengeance.
Oh, Jack now wants me dead.
Roland's dead? Oh, God.
Jack Daniels wants you dead.
I said, well, Jack wants me dead. Handsome Jack, Borderlands 2.
Oh. Oh.
Pay attention about as well as everybody else does. Anyways.
Better.
I thought you were referring to Jack Daniels, the alcohol.
What? Really? Really? Why would that company want me dead? What the fuck did I do to deserve a company of that magnitude wanting to put a hit out on me? Like, that's fucking wild.
I don't know.
That's wild, bro.
Did you still did you still gallons on gallons of their alcohol or something?
Apparently, according to you. Don't know what the fuck I did, but all right. Nice. It's very nice. Very nice.
I tell you, man, I'll never forget that time Roland and all them jumped over Pisswash Gully. Them's was good times. Hell, man, now I'm sad. Is this what sad feels like?
No, I don't think I've ever drank it, Jack Daniels, before.
Why am I not surprised?
But then again, there's a lot of alcohol I haven't drank because it just doesn't,
This is dull.
I don't like the taste of it mostly. It's a very turn-off taste to me.
I've never been I've always told people I'm not much of an alcoholic person. Never really so much for alcohol. It's not my thing, my forte.
But I will admit there is one alcohol I would love to try, and it's mead.
Well, damn near everyone around here. He always behaved like a gentleman. I don't know what to say. Damn it, am I crying?
I'm alive because of the Vault Hunter.
Appreciate it. Anyways, pretty happy with my setup so far, honestly. I enjoy it for the most part.
Roland's dead. Oh. Me and him didn't see eye to eye most of the time. He never liked how I sold guns to the bandits. But I would have died in New Haven if it weren't for him. He was a good man.
Rest in peace. Yes.
Had Roland not forced me to relocate to Sanctuary, I would not be alive today.
Oh, but I'm about to open up this can, so I'm going to mute myself for just a moment.
I'm sorry that Roland is dead.
Right?
Because I didn't want the noise to be too loud. I know the overhead headphones.
Yeah.
The overhead microphones that are on my drum kit would kind of pick it up a little bit, but they're not. One, they're not up close to me, and two, they're not cranked up at a high enough gain input, I should say, to those will be too loud.
If it makes you feel any better.
Sorry to bum you out like that, but somebody needed to tell him. I've transmitted the code to Roland's armory to your Echo device.
I'm trying to get level.
Be the badass who's.
I need to get at least level. I think at 92. Yep, 92. For a particular trail power. That pretty much it's a course type trail power that lets me.
I've seen that.
When I have it on, it pretty much sucks a bit of the enemy souls out of them and heals me. and reflect some of the damage onto them as well.
Nothing, amigo. Fine, Jack.
One of the best players you can have in the game. For combat.
That is interesting. That is an interesting way of killing your enemies, because like here in Borderlands 2, Craig the Psycho, you can attack him and set him on fire and stuff like that, and that will boost his damage. The more he's on fire, the more damage he does. It's pretty cool, actually.
One of my favorite mini games that is now dead in this game is the Fist of Gothics.
Why is it dead?
Got a job.
Oh, because of the well, most of it's since it's basically due to the not having a lot of players in Lego RuneScape anymore. It doesn't have no one interested in playing it, and none of the rewards now are really worth getting now. They need to revamp a lot of the stuff for it, I think. But I think they should also add it eventually to RuneScape, old school RuneScape, because it was technically in the game during the first big, when there were during the golden era, right before that ended. Surely not right before, right after that ended. Fist of Gothics were added to the whole thing, and basically
Alrighty.
Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot to play some music.
By the way, when it comes,
what were you gonna say?
When it comes to the whole the reason why it wound up dying is because no one really wants to play it because it gives no real rewards worth playing it for really now. So the rewards are kind of obsolete in Lego RuneScape, but in RuneScape Old School, they would be relevant.
Vault Hunter? Little help? Look, it's a long...
But they don't have in RuneScape Old School.
I write short stories. We were supposed to divide this 4 ways, but somebody up and nicked it before we could split it up.
Right, it would, and I can see actually working even better now because it would help you, teach you how to do pile flicking while in PvP and stuff. Because of how it is, you're supposed to run around with this stone and prevent the other player from. So you gotta stay as long as you can while this other player is trying to hunt you down.
Celebrating our success.
And you have to have this stone in your hand, and you can't fight back with the stone in your hand.
Sam's full of crap.
So.
Look, given what we know about human consciousness, I can be certain of only one thing.
Right.
I didn't
So pretty much all
defensive.
My mind didn't steal it. If I knew everyone else's minds,
So pretty much all the loot's useless for
myself, and I'm doing that now.
as far as looting content, everything is concerned. Okay, I'm just kind of hitting this.
It didn't have any looting type aspects to it. It was purely PvP mini game. But it was kind of would have been, but you got points from completing
When
it.
we were making out, he was all, yep.
And those points gave you rewards.
He's like, oh yeah, baby, I'm gonna. And I was like, that's
Well, the rewards are not worth getting in this version. And the only time you can really play the mini game now in RuneScape
But we were friends.
Lego RuneScape is by doing the spotlight for it, and even then, that's a bit like maybe because people will just skip that spotlight altogether to play a different mini game that may have come up in a spotlight later on down the road.
Right.
It just need a rework some, that's all.
Well, I mean, again, I'm sure if enough people said something, it would probably rework it. But it's just getting people to say something.
Yeah, I'm working on that, honestly, with a couple of others that got the similar, like,
sentiment.
Wanting it to be pulled into old school, at least.
I don't care what you buy, just buy something.
Again, I imagine it's just gonna take some time. Everything's gonna come easy.
Out of my face! Out of my face!
Bitch.
If he ain't dead, I'll keep you that way. Try not to die.
So, again, I imagine it's gonna take some time. It's not gonna be, and we all know how companies tend to be.
Change for some idiot named Kai a few weeks back.
Yeah. Tend to do that, put into like the graphics, like do graphics designing for stuff. Yeah. Rework items. It all takes time. I do understand that. We just need right now to be able to gather the people together to try and push for it is all.
Right. I mean, since I don't know much about the game, but I could offer some help to some extent.
Yeah. Because for those who don't know, RuneScape is very heavily like they try and do things that the people who playing the game will like.
Right.
So like they do polls in the game asking players, hey, would you like this? Would you like that? Type thing. And so that's why finally after a good long while, we finally managed to get Jagex, the owner of RuneScape IP in a whole, to remove microtransactions from the game. Or at least the majority of them, I should say.
I don't ever see that happening, to be dead honest with you. I do not.
It happened. It happened.
Oh, it did happen. Okay, I thought you were saying you guys were pushing for it to happen, and I was like, yeah, I don't see that happening.
We actually managed. We were pushing for it, and it happened. It took a while to do so, but we managed to get it done because it broke the whole reasoning was why a lot of people quit. One of the reasoning was because of the microtransaction stuff. The other thing was, unfortunately, a combat update called Evolution of Combat also was another reason. Though, I don't really see why that should be a problem now, seeing how many RPG has a ability-based, like, ball thing that you go through with your abilities when fighting. Like, I don't see how that's like just would be considered a problem now, but back then, a lot of people didn't like it, which was understandable because it wasn't also fully flushed out yet either. Now it's fully flushed out. They completely like cleaned it up, flushed it out, and their rework of it actually relatively recently.
I got a Discord notification that I was looking at you texting me. It was like anyone was texting me on that notification on the servers. But to get back to what you're saying, yeah, with as far as like the flushing out and stuff like that, I mean, again, if they fucked up the combat the way you're saying they fucked up the combat, then yeah, I could see how that would be a major thing. I could see that. I can see how that would be a problem.
It completely overhauled the old system what it did.
Oh, okay.
That completely changed it. Yeah. And that's why a lot of people was like, screw this type thing. Which I do understand at a time. I wasn't too happy about it myself since I've been playing the game for so long. But now since it's people are more familiar with RPGs with having ability balls, I don't really see it as much of a problem now.
But it wasn't this bad.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so I understand. Pause this real quick.
Yeah.
What's going on with the Discord server?
They pretty much what they did is they changed the whole combat. They changed how the damage output is and all that. I mean, there was even areas that you could go, and I think still can to some degree, which they're trying to fix, that wasn't modified for the new combat system. So, like, the area that you would level up dungeoneering normally, like the main area for dungeoneering, called Daemonheim in the game, that area, a lot of the monsters in there, that area, did not receive the proper, like, health update and damage, like, reducers and all of that. So pretty much anyone of any level could go in there in one shot just about anything in there.
Oh, that seems incredibly unfair.
The reason why they could do it is because of the combat update wasn't properly tailored to it. Like, they didn't up the level of the health of all the monsters and everything properly in it.
Oh, yeah, so it sounds like they had a very broken combat system. I mean, how the hell are you supposed to win anything when it's fucking, like, holy shit. Like, just walk in, just kill everything inside, what's the point?
Yeah, that's only one example of one area that had that problem. And that was a major, like, area right there to alone for the skill known as dungeoneering, which is used for, like, getting to secret areas through, like, these doors and stuff. And, like, some combat gear and whatnot.
Oh, well, that, yeah, again, that doesn't sound fair at all, even remotely.
Mm-hmm. It made it fun, too. It just simply made it unfun because you just being able to walk in, do one simple spell cast, and it dead. How fun is that?
Yeah, no, that sounds incredibly fucking boring. I would not have a fun time at all. Not one part of me would enjoy that.
What it rounded up. Yeah, that's what it rounded up being pretty much. And I think they have fixed it or are working on that as we speak. One of the two. I have to recheck in on that. But they are planning on at least fixing it. Because that was a big, like, my problem with the update.
Yeah, that again, that sounds like fucking
quest monsters.
Well, in my opinion, that sounds like garbage. It sounds like a garbage system.
Yeah. There were also a couple of quest monsters that didn't properly scaled up either properly for the new combat system, too. Although I think they have fixed those.
Well, good. At least once they're fixing them and not just going, you know what, fuck it, who cares? This is not completely.
For the longest, that's what it was. For the longest, that's what it was. Fuck it, who cares? That was legitimately what the whole like stance on that was for the longest time.
Spot all picked out for you. If you don't want to, that's fine. Call the.
And it was frustrating. It made and then they just wound up having the microtransactions and stuff. Basically, it wound up just them trying to milk the existing fan base as much as possible on the game, and it was bad.
Damn.
I'm not even gonna go into the fact that they started becoming political. They should have just stayed apolitical on that.
Yeah, I've never understood games that like push certain political narratives or anything like that. Never made much sense to me because it's like, well, now you're gonna alienate half your audience before you even started. Because it's not like a musical band or something like that where, because with music you're intending to portray a certain message, whatever that message may be. But with like a video game, I find that unless you're building the video game around that political message, but unlike with games, in my opinion, music's never really going to be dated. It might have a historical aspect to it, but you, to an extent, are going to get a. Oh my god, fuck that up. But you, to an extent, are going to what was it? But to an extent, with music, I'm trying to say is it will have a historical standing. People will listen to it if it's great, even if it has a political message. Again, I point to Black Sabbath, for example, and it's even though Black Sabbath had a lot of very political messaging in their music, it still stands up to this day. People still listen to Iron Man, War Pigs, Paranoid, Native and Black and stuff like that. Whereas, how many political video games do you play? Not many, I imagine.
No, I try to stay far away from them as much as possible.
Right, and that's totally.
Because to me, video games are meant to take me out of real world stuff, away from that type of stuff, away from my real world, and put me into a world of its own making.
Yeah, it's like, why would I want to play a political video game when I could just do something else that's more fun?
Yeah, the only reason I think you should have like some sort of like political stuff in a game is if it's some sort of in-game political stuff, like you're having to be political with, like, say, a king to try to get the king to do something. That's the only time I think you should have something like that even remotely come up. And it's just stay within the realm of the game and stuff. It's, you know what I mean?
Yes. That's the way it should be. That's the way it should be, honestly. Yeah. Double check something real quick. I think I may have fucked up somewhere. Now I'm starting to notice the stream is having some pauses. Just open you up real quick. Did I fuck something up real quick? Let's check. Why, yes, I did. Give me 1 second. I'm going to turn that off for now. There we go. That fixed it. That was my VPN kicked back on. and since I'm not really...
Was I echoing?
No, you're good.
Okay.
I said my VPN kicked back on and I realized that it was causing my stream to crash again. There we go. Now we got just remembering to turn it off. I don't permanently turn it off because I do use my phone at public places and it does connect to the Wi-Fi, so having it on most of the time helps me like prevent people from gaining access to my device.
Yep.
And the benefit of that is
the reason why I use it.
Yeah. And Apple offers it with its subscription, so with the iCloud subscription. That is one of the nice features I will give iCloud credit with the iCloud Plus credit stuff for. Having that ability to have that on. It's not a typical VPN, it's actually a proxy server relay. And what that essentially means is that it bounces your IP to that server. So rather than creating an entire network that your device accesses, it bounces your IP to their IP, and then from their IP it connects your device to its content. Essentially what's called proxy servering. It's very typical. It's a great way to actually hide and help. That's what a lot of hackers will use. They'll use VPNs and proxy servers is what they're called, to hide their identity. So
where you're bouncing off of. I think what they tend to do is bounce off of routers. I think it was.
Yeah, they'll bounce from device to the, because what it does is it, instead of hijacking your router, what it does is it hijacks the system that hooks to the router. So essentially it's running its data through your system rather than through the native system in question. If that makes sense.
But yeah, I have some experience, yeah.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, crap.
Die, bitches! Yeah, bitches, I'm firing. What are you gonna do about it? Fuck you! Fuck you! Yeah, turning that VPN off helped me tremendously. There you go. I was wondering kind of why I was dipping down into like the 700 bit rate, because I was like, what the hell? I know I can stream it higher than that. Oh. I was dipping heavily for a minute, so now I put the stream.
I just leveled up one level.
So what level are you at now? Ah, shit.
87.
Is that a high level or low level?
That's actually considered a pretty decently high level, yes.
Oh my god.
I believe they've now made in regular RuneScape all the skills max level be 120s. It used to be 99 for all the skills, except for Dungeoneering. When they added Dungeoneering, it was immediately set at level 120 when it was added, which is kind of interesting that was the first one they did that with, because that was before they even added evolution of combat in. But after they put that in, then they, after a while, started making everything max level be 120. So you actually have two max level type capes you can get. You got the one at 99 and then the one at 120. Except for Dungeoneering. I believe Dungeoneering is still the only one that has one max level cape, and it's going to be at 120. Because because they started it off at 120.
Oh, okay. It makes a lot of sense. Makes total sense.
Yeah. I know the in and out of this game, the history. I've been playing off and on since like 7 years old. So like, I'm a little too like know too much about the game.
I was gonna say, so what you're telling me is you're a nerd. You're a big fat nerd.
I mean, a geek, yeah.
He's a nerd. Is anybody here a doctor?
A geek?
I'm a doctor. Yeah. Well, you're a nerd. High fives the dying guy. You. Thank you. Because the robots.
And the lore. And if I were to talk about the lore, I can go on hours about lore for this game.
Well, it kind of sounds like with me and drums, where I can just go on for days. Like, you just ask me a question about drums in general, I'll just go on and on and on about like the different types of drums, like who did what and innovated what and this and that and the other. Kind of how I am.
Yeah, that's kind of how I am with the lore in this game and like the history of this game. I can tell you all the stuff that like history-wise, how it developed over the years, and what part I will admit that I experienced, what parts that I don't remember fairly clearly, as well as anything that is in classic RuneScape era. I did not experience personally, but I did make sure to learn up and know what went on during that era. I started RuneScape 2 beta, which is what Old School is based in. Is RuneScape 2. Not the beta though, because Slayer was in the game. When I started, there was no Slayer, but it was still... It was coming out a classic, pretty much so. And going into what is known as RuneScape 2. And there was a beta phase. And that's when I actually came to the game during the beta phase.
Like, I remember seeing like the commercials for World of Warcraft and a few others. And the jokes that came with them as well. I remember those. My favorite, and I saw it recently, God bless his soul, Ozzy Osbourne passed away, was the Ozzy Osbourne one, because that was my favorite. I'm Ozzy Osbourne, and I'm the fucking Prince of Darkness. I'm born! And it kicks right into the song. Ozzy Lynch is the king of, or is the Prince of Darkness. And he's like, well, maybe you've been the one that's been riding a fucking crazy train, because I've been the Prince of Darkness since 1989.
that does remind me of the irony is though WoW or World of Warcraft likes to boast itself as like being one of the major, like they like to, there's always been a wall in between like the WoW fandom and and RuneScape fandom for the longest time. I don't know if it's still there as much because of like how they now became kind of interconnected, the two fandoms some with the player base. But for the longest time they used to be like rivals, the fans were. So now due to, a lot of people don't really know that RuneScape actually came out before WoW did. Like, it was like a year or two before RuneScape, before WoW, RuneScape came out. Like...
That's interesting. I was not aware of that.
A lot of people don't know that little small fact.
Yeah, I was not aware of that. I didn't know anything about that one.
If I remember correctly, RuneScape was originally created by three different brothers. Three brothers. Individual brothers. I can't think of their names right off the top of my head right now, unfortunately. But Three Brothers is what started RuneScape and all. And since they started, there have been a lot of ups, but then there have been some major downs that went on. The downs actually started happening when I think it was one of the brothers sold his part of the company to someone. I think it was. He sold part of his. He sold his part of ownership of it. And then the second brother wound up doing it a little later on. Can't remember if the third brother ever did sell his portion or if he still owns it. I think he still owns it, but he wound up working on a whole different game, I think, under Jagex, with a whole different IP and everything. I think it had to do with Transformers. Yeah.
So he's no longer with them, if I'm understanding that correctly.
The last brother is still under the Jagex company, I believe. But it's just a different IP, not RuneScape. I don't think he's working on it. I think he's working for a Transformer game, I believe, if I'm remembering correctly. That's the last I heard of him. Though I don't know whether he's at or doing now.
Wonder what studio is working for then, I wonder.
I can't tell you. I'll have to look into that, honestly, because I think he still owns Jagex, so I guess he does work for them technically, since he still has ownership, partial ownership. But the other two portions have been sold off, I believe.
Interesting, very interesting.
Because they have, because I know one of the most beloved mods of all of RuneScape history. His name, he's the legend known as Mod Ash. He's the best mod we've ever had in the community. We haven't had any other come close to what Mod Ash have done for us as a community, for the community and stuff. He even done stuff that was against company policy just to improve the players' experiences and stuff.
That's pretty wild.
How dedicated he was. Yes. So he's very much a beloved individual in the community and very respected.
Hey, you know what? It takes dedication. Ah, fuck me. I'm gonna get my ass whooped. It takes dedication and love to want to improve something like that.
Welcome, faithful listeners, to Kai's Corner, episode 98.
Oh my God, get off of me.
Believe he, I think he has, I don't know if 100% if he's still with the company or not. He's been quiet for a good long while. So we don't know if he's still with the company or not. His Twitter has been like completely dark for a good while now. So
why has his Twitter been dark?
What's going on with him? Why has his Twitter been dark? We don't know. That's the problem. No one in the community really knows right now. Right, normally he's pretty active in the community on Twitter and stuff, but like he's just been dark, and no one really knows. There have been quite a few of mods that have been like leaving lately, and devs.
Sounds like a structuring issue with the company. Be surprised.
Maybe, but I do know they're all those new CEO that took over RuneScape, Mod North, and he is shaking some cages because I think wanting the game to be back to being apolitical. I think I could be wrong on that, but he's shaking all of like cages, I guess you could say, and wounding up a couple of people in the community that don't particularly like him simply because they're getting rid of the political stuff.
Now, because that was the thing I never really got to ask you about, so I'm going to ask you about it here. When you talk about political stuff, what kind of political content are we discussing? Oh, shit.
Well, unfortunately, when it comes to the political stuff in this that got put into this game, it's like stuff like having to do with identity and like and then also like gender and like
so gender and
basically like the whole like I'm gay, I'm pro-white, that type of stuff, like very like
I'm pro-white. I'm gonna pull goddamn Coldfire because you sound any more racist. Never beating those allegations. After I clip it tonight. You're lucky I don't have access to my clip button, or I would have clipped that shit and posted it. Extra, Coldfire's pro-white. More on that at 11.
No, I
no wonder why they got that political stuff in there, because they're trying to educate you. They're pro-white. Mr. KKK member. I'm going to change your name in the server to Mr. KKK member.
Do they even know what my name is right now in the server?
No. I don't think anyone's aware of it.
Do we dare to say it?
Probably not, just because I don't feel like trying to edit that shit out. I have a hard enough time trying to edit most of the stuff that you fuckers say out of the Tim's cast. I can't imagine trying to edit that shit out for this, because I don't normally edit this stuff. Fuck me. Getting my ass ring. And then Mr. KKK, I'll remember distracting the shit out of me.
So basically, the best way I could say
Oh my
is
God, leave me alone.
they had people that are pushing very left political ideology, I guess you could say. Whatever that really is, I don't really know what left or right, but honestly, at the end of the day, anymore. But just the extremes of the two.
Right.
Which is kind of a bit sad that the only way you can identify what is what is by the extremes.
Well, I mean, oh shit. No. Well, I would imagine that with time and whatnot, a lot of political stuff will get removed from the game, and it will go back to being closer to what it used to be.
That's what kind of is being. There's a roadmap for the game of like what's going to happen this year, and me and a couple of other individuals who played the game have said we do expect some like new pickup for the game this year, but we expect it if they keep on the right track like they are for this year on the roadmap. We expect next year to be the year where it starts really popping off again, the game. Me and a couple of individuals. We've already seen some people coming back to the game from just RuneScape old school back to regular RuneScape because they all of the changes and are actually liking the changes. So that's a positive right there.
I was gonna say, now what are like some of the differences between old school RuneScape and the current RuneScape?
So the differences are, the major one is, I would say like the major three are the graphics. The graphics are like completely different. It's older graphics in the old school, while RuneScape 3 or current RuneScape has a more modern. We're still going to be doing an overhaul on some more of the graphics to make it more nicer and more like clean as well, and have already started doing so as well. But on RuneScape, old school RuneScape, the combat system is what it used to be before Evolution of Combat ever came in. That's the second major thing. And then the third major difference is the whole the storyline took a completely different path, sort of, because they decided to start off in old school is within the age before Gothics woke back up and were killed. The God of Bounds Gothics, it killed in regular RuneScape. But in old school, he's still alive, but in slumber. And all the other gods are still banished from able to come to the well. They can't come to the well because they've been banished from it by Gothics.
Now, why were they banished? Like, what was the purpose of that?
Okay, so that has to do with a whole war that broke out between the old gods. So basically it wound up having, I believe it was Seren, the god of laughter and monkeys. If I'm also remembering, Bandos, the god of war, Zamalak, the god of chaos, and Celedonia, the god of order. And Armadillo, the god of justice. All 6 of these gods wounded up getting into a 6-way combat type like situation, and the god wars erupted into a why the wilderness. The ending of that battle is why the wilderness exists in the first place, and why it looks like it is. It used to not look like a barren wasteland, a void of any life. It used to not be like that. It used to be brimming with life. But due to Zamalak misusing the Stone of Jazz during the God Wars, it scorches the earth, destroying most of Villanor, and wiping out many different species and stuff.
I honestly thought for a moment when you said jazz, I really thought I just pictured this old Greek god dancing around doing jazz hands. That's really what I fucking thought.
So, little detail on the story of Jazz. Jazz is a elder god.
Is it spelled J-A-Z-Z? Like the music genre jazz?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm not...
J-E-Z, I believe, yes.
Okay, cool.
I believe so, yes. She's the elder god of time, if I remember correctly. And she was one of the, I believe, 4 elder gods, or technically 5, before that made the current universe we know in RuneScape. Not just the world, the universe. So, she created the Stone of Jazz, which is a elder artifact that was used to help create the universe. So think of that type of power being misused by a god that didn't know how to use it, that's younger and such. You misuse that power and think of the complete devastation it would have been by just simply not knowing how to use it properly.
Oh yeah, that would be kind of fucked at that moment, wouldn't it?
Yeah. So that's basically what happened, and due to that happening, the world itself, while Gothic slept in the world itself cried out for him. Well, not for him in particular, it just cried out in pain from the whole, destruction and everything that Zamalak did. And Gothic spoke for him. He came back up to the surface to see the devastation that this god war that was fighting between all the younger gods caused. And it made him have flashbacks of his old world that was destroyed during a god war as well. So he wound up not being a happy camper, I guess you could say, waking up from an unhappy nap, and went through and banished each individual god, and then put up something known as the edicts to prevent them from ever coming back. And any mortals that were left behind from there, which he made sure to leave the mortals alone, and made sure the gods that came here could not bring the mortals with them. He made sure to tell them, if this ever happens again, I will destroy this world and remake it.
It feels like it takes like not to play too heavily into my religious beliefs, but it kind of seems like they took a page out of Christianity in a sense.
A little. Yeah, a little. He actually is the strongest. He's the strongest jungle god. And I actually believe if he was able to live long enough, he could have became an elder god. He could have ascended into elder godhood. Because that is a thing. A different level of godhood. So, but that's kind of like a rough, like, summary of why the banishing happened, why he did it. There are more details to it that I could go into, but I just wanted to give the rough, like, thing on it.
Well, look, I don't have a problem with you telling the story and everything.
Because his particular story, it has a lot of, I think has the most, like, known backstory out of all of the jungle gods. He's the one that we know the most about, because we actually, before he died and get killed, he gives us, he makes us the guardian of Gillenor, or a guardian of Guthix, which also imbues us with a power that lets us pretty much say what way the world takes, how the world goes from here. And eventually it winds up us having to do precisely what he did to all the gods and banish them all. And we wound up putting up the new edicts, but not ever becoming a god ourselves. We just used, I guess, the remnants of the power that was left over to, if I remember correctly, we used what power that he gave us to use to remake the edicts on the world.
So it really just sounds like the gods kind of fucked everything up, and he was coming in to try and fix it.
Yep. Pretty much. He was known as the god of balance. He wanted the world to be peaceful. He knew that there had to be conflict. He wanted it to be peaceful for mortals. He was a god that didn't wish to become a god. He accidentally became a god by pure coincidence. Because the god worlds that happened on their home planet, he slayed a god, not realizing that the weapon he slayed the god with was an elder artifact that would turn him into a god.
So by pure coincidence, he turned into. I was saying, so by pure coincidence, he turned into.
He hated.
Yeah.
So he despised himself for that, for being a god, the very thing he hated. And that's why he kind of sealed himself away after he came to Gillenor, after wandering the cosmos for like, gosh knows how long. He wound up finally finding Gillenor, a completely untouched world, and he and most beautifulest to his eyes, which was happened to be the last creation of the Elder Gods, mind you, and later we find out as well the Elder Gods are keeping their eggs to be reborn themselves as they do, because we find out that every single time a universe is reborn, the universe before it, they pretty much ate it. They basically are in this cycle of they make a universe, they pretty much just eat it all when they let me rephrase that. They pretty much make a universe, they put some of the eggs in there, on a particular planet they made that was perfect, that they seemed that were perfect, and they incubate those eggs in that planet that they viewed as perfect, only for those eggs to hatch and have them put their own memories and stuff into those egg, and basically making themselves be reborn like a phoenix through the eggs, just to eat all the universe again, to remake it all again.
So pretty much, they're in a sense making, rebirthing, and destroy. They make, destroy, make, destroy, make, destroy, while rebirthing themselves over and over and over again. If I'm understanding that correctly.
That's pretty much what they do. Yeah. They're very instinctual, I guess you could say, but at the same time, they are extremely powerful. Just to give you a hint of how powerful they are when they are actually angered, they're this, as I've mentioned, the Jazz, the Elder God of Time. There was this particular race of mortal beings that actually wound up surviving the last universe by going through the shadow, going into the shadow realm, I guess you could say.
And doing Yugi for the championship. I'm sorry, I had to do it.
But they basically, I know, but they basically wound up going to there and then coming back out after a certain amount of time up to a brand new universe. And when they came out, they decided to stop trying to rebuild those stuff and everything, right? And the they wound up doing something. I don't remember exactly what. I think they crafted if I remember correctly, they crafted an item that turned anima into shadow anima, which anima is like the life, is what magic in the game is used, the life force of every living and non-living being. It's like the essence of everything, I guess you could say. Shadow anima is the opposite. It's like, the best way to place it is anima is matter, while shadow anima is anti-matter.
Oh, okay, yeah, I'm understanding it now.
Yeah,
like matter and antimatter.
Basically, yeah. So basically, the shadow, basically, anima is what the Elder Gods love to eat. The purer, the better. That's their main food source. That's what they like. shadow anima is actually toxic to them. They can't be around it a ton and stuff. So this particular mortal species, which are known as dragonkin, found out about this, I guess, in some way, and then developed a machine that would turn anima into shadow anima.
My question, did they have back pain because of magical wings? You know exactly why
I know why you said that, but ironically enough, they are constantly in pain. But I'll go into that a little later.
That's fucking... Bruh, I didn't even mean for that.
I'll go into the lore reasons to why here in a little bit. But basically, due to them switching that machine on temporarily for a very short time, the Elder God, known as Jazz, picked up on it and immediately sentenced it as a threat to Hall and the other Elder Gods, and she took immediately action. And what she did was a very cruel fate to the Elder King. I meant to the Dragon King. A very cruel fate. So basically what she did, well, after she destroyed everything pretty much they had, she cursed them to forever and bind them with a curse to forever protect items like the Elder God artifact items like the Stone of Jazz, the Staff of Armadillo, which were originally called the Conduit, like those type of items, that the items they've created, she basically cursed them and bind them to prevent people from using those. So now anyone who uses the Stone of Jazz, the Dragon can constantly being put in pain. Constantly, any time it get used, their pain is just increased until they kill what they are basically called false users of the artifacts. And when they actually do kill it, they still stuck in the pain to some degree. They do get increased in power. But they are constantly in pain, non-stop pain.
Oh, okay, so that makes more sense. Constant pain, can't stop it. Now, what benefit did it get from using the stone?
So when it comes to the Stone of Jazz, if somebody uses it, it imbues them with huge amount of like magical power, I guess you could say, and it can turn a mortal into a god relatively easily by just touching it. So a good example of this is the god known as V, which is the god of victory, which he's kind of an interesting figure. He was actually pretty on good terms with Guthix at the end of the God Wars and left of his own accord. But he actually happened to stumble across the Stone of Jazz, touched it, and became a god. And then he took it and used it to bring rune crafting back to the world, because ironically, when it came to rune crafting, that has been lost, regained repeatedly throughout history of the world. History. It's interesting, because one moment they have rune crafting, something comes along, completely wipes the knowledge of it, only for them to re-find it again, only for it to be re-wiped again. It's like a weird cycle with that. They can't seem to stay remembering how to do rune crafting, which is a sole thing for those who are not, like, say you're a human. Humans don't have the natural, like, ability normally to do magic without runes. So without being able to craft runes, you can't do magic, you see?
Right.
So, now if you were like a species like, another species like, say, demons, you don't require runes to cast your spells, but the most majority of, like, the species that actually, like, the most thriving species on the, like, planet is humans, and that, ironically, one of the reasonings behind that is because of rune crafting. Them learning how to rune craft is what made them thrive so much as they have.
Interesting. So as a so like someone like me wouldn't be able, without a rune, wouldn't be able to throw magic spells or anything like that. I wouldn't be really.
Nope.
Essentially, I would be grounded to whatever weaponry I have.
Yep, whether that be melee or range, what a pair. But since rune crafting is a thing, basically what rune crafting is you're taking certain, like, elements or certain, like, things, like, say, putting chaos into a rune. You're putting the essence of earth, the essence of chaos, the essence of law into a rune, and then you take the runes and then you use the runes in a way and put them in sort of a weave type way to cast a spell. That's how it works in the lore from what they have up on official sources.
Interesting.
So pretty much the runes for us humans help us put the magic into a weave to cast a spell. Most species like demons or like Majora and like a couple of others, they don't need runes to do that. They can do it just naturally because they naturally have a attune to it.
So when you say natural tune, what do you mean?
So basically it means that they can just simply, they can weave the magics without the use of the runes. Because the runes is, I guess you could say, is a sort of unnatural but natural. It's not, it's natural to do it, yes, but it's, and make it, but in order for runes crafting to have been made in the first place, it was originally made by the god Guthix, ironically, for mortals that couldn't cast spells, like humans. He originally made it for them because he wanted them to be able to cast spells like all the other species, so it would remain with sort of balance, you know?
Yeah.
But the runes we use to enchant the, like, essence of, or like put the essence of, like, chaos, earth, and nature, and so forth in them, are actually imbued with the power directly from the Stone of Jazz. Already. Pure anima.
Just for the record, you're not saying enema in like the thing you use to clean out your body. You're referring to essence of life in a sense.
Yes.
I just wanted to make sure I was understanding that. I'm not trying to be a trolly troll.
Yeah, I know. But yeah, that's basically the Stone of Jazz is one of the most powerfulest, actually not one of the most, it is the most powerfulest Elder artifact, and even to this day in the lore, none of the gods know its full potential of what it all capable of. That's how powerful it is. Even Gothics used it to make the edicts, which, ironically enough, warped the anima.
Not anymore.
He used it to warp the anima to make the edicts, which is different from reading it, as you could probably tell. He warped it in such a way so he could make that. And it was that the edicts, which was designed to keep out the gods, which it did, until he got killed by Siske Majora.
No. Alright. I was gonna say, well, that makes a lot of sense. I get distracted for a moment doing this back up. So they say that makes a lot of sense for them, because based on that, like, not every god would understand how what works and what was capable of what if they weren't the ones who made it. And I'm assuming, based on what you've described so far, that they don't share a very loving relationship with each other.
Yeah. And I will mention there was an area called the Tales of Gothics that you go to that is kind of like, you gotta go into the Lumbridge Swamps caves. Go pretty deep in there. You have to have a lantern because it's so dark for how deep you go. And in that area, there's an area called the Tales of Gothics. That after he banished all the gods, he went to that area and wept and cried for all that happened while he was asleep. And the world wept with them.
The Hyperion Corporation.
The world started crying with him.
Like,
and it's still crying in that area.
Kind of like how Jesus wept when he looked over the city of Jerusalem, and Peter walked up to him and asked him, "Why are you crying, my Lord?" And he said, Jesus replied, "For the souls who are lost."
Yeah, kind of like that. Yeah, but the world itself actually wept with them, and it wound up having these blue and green like hills come off of the walls of the whole world. It was a sign also that he was the true owner of the world too. Of that particular world, of this particular world known as Gilnor. It was a sign, since it decided to, the world decided to weep with him when he actually cried. It was a sign that he was connected and the world was his already. while you had all the other gods constantly fighting because they wanted ownership of the world, while he already had it by just not even fighting.
It does feel like a lot of this is based after Christian.
I think they did do a lot of like, I mean, the people who make the game all in the UK, and they all very Christian.
It's very Catholic.
So
it's a Catholic country, Protestant and Catholic.
Yeah, but it does make sense that they would make little like.
They would borrow a lot of
bits of
elements of their lore from the Bible.
Yeah, so it makes sense. Though they do have some areas that are very Norse
mythology.
Very Norse inspired.
Or Nordic mythology.
And some areas that are very Norse mythology inspired, some Celtic in some areas, and Egyptian in some areas. So they kind of get those too. Like they have a desert area. And they have temples and like Egyptian theme type stuff. Then they also have they have Upwell, what's the name? Trying to think of. They have this area that is like up higher north, but not along the wilderness north. It's like, I think it's north west, I think it is, on the map. That is, well, the more of the Viking, they have long ships and stuff over there. That's what the god V, originates from. And then you have trying to think, then they have, they do have some South America typeness in this rainforest island area. They have sort of a South America vibe going now. Karamja is what it's called. Trying to think of what other sort of vibes they got in certain areas. Like they tried to combine a lot of the all world, some of the different mythology and stuff into it. So they had multiple different religions, and ironically, Caledonia is considered the god of order and law, right?
Yeah.
But they very much heavily, with him, they very heavily went Christian.
Like I said, it seems like they borrow a lot from especially the New Testament.
Yep. Now, Gothic is more meant to be balanced, right? So they do try and keep I think they're trying to keep a more Jesus vibe with them. Honestly. Now that I've heard some of the comparisons, then you also have the god known as Zemarat, the god of chaos, which he's very they made him out to be a very demon, the best comparison if you want to go off any of the Bible stuff was he's like the devil. I guess you just say.
Oh yeah, if you're gonna have light, then you have to have darkness. Therefore, it's the devil. Or in like the game phase, for now you know that the devil exists, you know that God exists. I would love to play that game.
Then you also have the God of Justice, which well, he's a giant bald god, legitimately.
God of being bald.
He's like an eagle type person.
Oh, the god of egos.
A giant eagle type god. Yeah. He's the god of justice, so they made him like an eagle because of that.
Oh, they made him a bald eagle. That's great.
Makes sense.
They just made him a bald eagle.
He's not a bald eagle. He's more like a. He's more of a. He's not a bald eagle though. Maybe a silver hawk or something like that.
You said eagles, so that's why I was like, at a bald eagle.
Yeah, I have to be able to actually show you what he looks like. His name is Armadale, the god of justice.
Armadale. Gotta look out for that Armadale.
Yeah.
Armadillo over there, he's gonna get you. Go from an old lady, he's gonna roll up on you and hiss at you.
There's the god of the god of war, which is his name is Bandos.
I swear, everything I thought it was gonna be Kratos, and I was gonna die laughing. I'm like, oh well, yep, there's Kratos.
Bandos is his name.
Bandos is his
name, and he's a weird-looking. He looks. No one really knows what his species was originally, like because all these younger gods weren't mortal, so we don't really know what he was before he became a god. He's one of the few we don't know. We don't know his species. He's the only one of his time we've seen. But he's always been in control of species like goblins, orcs, typically what you would see as warmongering species. That's what he had that's what his followers mainly were. Then you have Selen. She's the goddess of the elves. She helped with building the crystalline cities and stuff. You have Celadona, which were originally human, actually. There are only two gods that were originally human that we know of. Two of the younger gods that we know of that were human. You have Celadona and then V, the god V. That's literally his name, V. He's the Viking god, pretty much.
Like Thor or Odin? Well, is he like a very
combination of both, honestly?
Combination of both. So he has a ton of wisdom, but is not afraid to go to war. Kick ass at a moment's notice.
Yeah, but for the most part, yeah. But when we see him come back to the well, he's in a much humbler state, I would say, than what he was during the wars of the gods. Armadale had the same thing happen to him because he thought all his like kind were wiped out. The Aviances, or what his species was. He thought they were all wiped out when, after the God War ended. He thought they all died. But turns out they didn't. And his original homeland, Wales, still had some of them left behind. And it humbled him. The whole thing humbled him. So he wasn't as bad as when he was doing his God War era of going on. Celadonian, this dude, I don't know who, like, I couldn't ever understand why anyone would like him in the lore, because he is such an elegant, stuck-up asshole.
Sounds like Train.
He's like so freaking fake about everything. He wants to be like, I own everything, but he also wants to try to act humble, but he fails at acting humble every time. Like, the dude is like, I do not like Celadonian. He's my least favorite out of the bunch. Because he literally, the things he at least one thing I can admit is that one thing I can appreciate with him though, he will admit his own wrongdoings. But the problem is I do have with it is he admits them, but he doesn't try and battle himself not to repeat them.
So he admits when he fucks up, but he doesn't like to change his ways or his.
Yes, and that what pisses me off so much about him. He doesn't understand that because he acts this way and people worship him in a certain way, all he has to do is say certain things and act a certain way, and people will just do it because they worship him, and he knows that. He knows it. But he just doesn't seem to, like, realize it, you know? Realize that him acting this particular way, that's like freaking how low-cal acts, I guess.
Oh, so he's not so he's a self-aware low-cal in it.
Yes. And it's so maddening. I dislike the dude so much. He's so elegant too at times, like, oh, I'm so much better than you. You know, didn't you hear about me beating you in the last God Wars? You wanna go again?
So it sounds a lot like if Train and Pirate Software had a baby.
Yeah, probably, yeah. He's such, like, I can't stand the dude. I cannot stand him. He's supposed to be the god of law and order, but yet he inadvertently causes chaos by just simply clashing with the god of chaos. Like, he causes so much chaos just by clashing with the god of chaos. But here he is supposed to be the god of order?
Well, I mean, would you... Now, to be fair to that statement, would you really be a god of order if you didn't clash with chaos to some extent?
Yeah, I get that, but he destroys so much in pursuit for the power so he can try and destroy it, but he destroys other things just to get to the power to try and destroy chaos. He causes chaos to try and destroy chaos. That's the thing.
That can't be true. It's a bunch of Hyperion crap. They're just trying to demoralize.
Right, so...
This just in.
Guns, glorious guns.
Again, what do you expect? Doesn't sound like a
I have more respect for the actual god of chaos than him. That's saying something.
He does sound incredibly retarded.
I wish I had more warriors like you. Between us, the rest of these slabs.
Because the god of chaos, at least he kind of got forced into the role of causing chaos, even though his ideology does say that in war is where growth happens, in chaos where growth happens, which is true. It's true that growths tend to happen when chaos is happening, when the most growth happens. But you don't want so much chaos where it winds up destroying any growth either. You know?
Right. Right, to that extent, you wouldn't want...
That's where order is supposed to come in and balance it out. However, due to
welcome to my humble shop.
Due to certain things,
A pleasure.
he actually wound up
Goodbye, friend.
Due to that ideology, it wound up giving him the moniker of the god of chaos. Besides the fact that also he killed the full. Well, he didn't kill him. It more of the fact that he defeated him and put him in a weakened state. A god known as the Empty Lord is his title. Is his most known title. He's the ancient god. He's actually the oldest of the younger gods. And his sister is ironically the goddess of the elves, right? The god of the elves, right? His sister is. Well, he's the polar opposite of her. Because their mother king is actually an elder god that were corrupted by shadow anima and stunted because of that. So due to that stunting, the mother decided to make Selen and then also Zelos.
Okay, that makes sense. If you don't mind, continue on. My remote control died, so I'm going to go grab my other one. I'll be right back. But you can continue on.
Okay.
I'll be able to listen with my phone.
So pretty much... okay. So pretty much with the god of... so Zelos winds up becoming the ancient god, while Selen became the god of the elves when they finally left their mother, Ma, which is the elder god that got stunted and separated from the other four elder gods from the last universe being pretty much eaten by them all. So Ma is the mother to them. Selen is is pretty much made of pure white anima. I meant the pure normal anima, I guess you could say. She's what Ma made her as from regular anima, while Zelos, the brother, is made with shadow anima. He was born from Ma's shadow anima. So she made both of them as a form of her way, I guess, from what people say, her way of showing herself as a sort of combinedness of anima and shadow anima. Though Ma, the elder god Ma, does get killed later on, but the story behind Zelos is an interesting story, and I think it's the second god that we know the most about of the younger gods. But he's also, him and Selen are the two oldest of the youngest gods. But Zelos is winds up being a god that wound up being the first to leave his mother Ma. And he winds up wandering the cosmos, I guess you could say, and finding, I believe, I can't remember if it's the world Ephonus or if it's the world in Vampiria. It's one of those two worlds he found first. And if I remember correctly, let's go ahead and do with Vampirian, because he winds up coming to that planet. We don't know a lot of the lore of what he does here. What we do know is he wound up basically going to this world and finding these creatures known as vampires. He also found werewolves there, I believe, too. And he basically teaches them to be civilized, build up a civilization and stuff. He teaches them how to do that, basically. And he winds up having them stop worshiping him. Then he went to Infernus, or he went to either went to Infernus after this, or came from Infernus to here, or was bouncing back and forth. It doesn't clarify that in the lore at all, but he was also at Infernus, which is where all demon kind come from. Every demon in the world of Gilnor came from originally Infernus. And when you kill a demon, they go back to Infernus. That's legitimately the lore. It's basically a hell. It's like a form of hell, I guess. A whole planet just of hell.
Oh, just nothing but pure chaos and destruction.
Yeah, pretty much. And basically what winds up happening is Zelos, we have a lot more lore about Infernus. Zelos winds up making a deal with the head archdemon of all demon kind on the planet, which was this really massive, demon. Zelos comes up to him. They wound up making a little bit of a bet that they signed on, with a contract, and it was whoever is oldest winds up getting to control whoever, right?
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing. Zelos poured one over on the guy, on the dude in question, and the demon thought he was the older one, but it turns out Zelos were older, far older, and due to that, it wound up with all of basically him winning the whole thing, and the demon in question, the head demon of all the Infernus, submitting to Zelos. I can't remember his particular name right now, but he wound up submitting to Zelos, and Zelos then asks him to give him, I think it was 1,000 or something legions of demons, or something like that, or 10,000 legions of demon, so something of that nature. And then he winds up coming to Gilnor. Mind you, when he comes to Gilnor, Guthix is already asleep. Selen is already there, technically, because Selen came there at the same, shortly after Guthix found the world, because Selen, kind of came with Guthix, because in a way that Guthix and Selen was in a, like, weird relationship thing. Like, it was like, they were like not really dating or in a relationship, but it was like they kind of loved each other. At least Guthix loved her some. But anyway, basically Zelos wound up building up this whole empire and everything on the planet of Gillinor, only to find out that he had a passive like power that made people naturally be it basically made people mortal beings naturally be what's the word, submissive, I guess, to him is the word, like naturally want to praise him and stuff as a god. And that had to do with his, the fact that he was made from shadow anima, because something about shadow anima gave him that ability. Being a younger god of shadow anima. So due to that, he winds up starting to leave Gillinor for long periods of time and have the kingdom run by his people he put in charge. Hence the reason why he kept the moniker the Empty Lord, because his throne would always be empty, but he would still be ruling it from the shadows.
Okay. So,
due to him getting that, due to him repeatedly leaving like that, he started having his faithful that were actually faithful to him start having that effect that he had passively start to wear off. And then you have the guy known as Zamalak. This was Zamalak comes into play. Originally, he went by a different name, though I can't remember what that name is right now. But he comes into play. He is the top general of the armies for the Zoroastrian Empire, which was the domain and empire of that Zoros ran. Zamalak is the main general of it all. And he winds up basically troning others, tron coke with him. He trons like the head of the vampires. He makes a deal with a certain species of the demons known as the Infernos, and like a couple other things. And he winds up causing a revolt. Mind you, he wound up getting in his possession not one elder artifact, but two. The first one, the Stone of Jazz, which we're not really sure how he wound up attaining that. We just know he wound up attaining it, from what I remember. But the Staff of Armadale, or I believe is I think it's called no, it's not the Conduit, is it? It's known as the Staff of Armadale because Armadale was the one who originally found it. But wound up he getting his hands on that. And he winds up using that very weapon, that very item, Elder Artifact, the Staff of Armadillo, to stab Zolos in a weak point in his, like, armor. He stabs him. And then he accidentally impales himself upon it as well. And due to that, the Staff of Armadillo siphoned. Oh, that's what it called, the siphon. That's what the Elder Gods called it, the siphon. That's its actual original name. It siphoned the powers, the divine powers of Zelos into Zamalak, which wasn't an original name at the time. But due to those divine powers getting siphoned into Zamalak, it ascended him up to godhood, making him the god we all know now, the god of chaos. Which, due to that, he wound up basically, as soon as he wound up doing that, Zolos was somehow just vanished. Zolos just vanished. We didn't know if he died. A lot of people thought he died. But turned out he did not die. He just vanished and wound up being put in a really weakened state. And Zolos couldn't really come back due to that. And all of the other gods, Celadonia, Bandos, and Armadillo, all three of them decided to take advantage of this opportunity while the king of the Zolosian Empire, pretty much, the god of the Zolosian Empire, was like gone, to invade to invade the whole like region, right? So he wound up invading. They all three wound up invading the region, and getting Zamalak to flee, or I think he fled, if I remember correctly. Some people say he fled. Some people say he left of his own accord to go fill a particular deal he made. So it will be Infernus, the deal I mentioned with the Infernus demons come into play. He decided to go back to the well to Infernus and decided to go there and free the Inferno demons to try and get them to, so he went there, he killed the, demon overlord, I guess you could say, of Infernus, the dude that ran the world, pretty much, the demon that did that. He kills him, just flat out kills him. And him doing that frees all the Infernus demons from whatever they had to do. And they all immediately pledge allegiance to Zamalak. So due to that, Zamalak immediately took all of them back to Gilnor, and that was finally when the God Wars fully erupted and all chaos broke loose, and that wound up devolving into the God, what we all now know as the God Wars, which, as we already know, ended with Zamalak winding up getting back a hold of the Stone of Jazz and destroying a lot of the world and waking up Guthics, but I did not state this. Guthics, not Guthics. The only reason why he actually accidentally did what he did with the Stone of Jazz is because he was cornered by Celadonian, by Armadillo, and by Bandos. But due to them, when they cornered him at the Stone of Jazz where it was located at this time. And they were too busy bickering among themselves who gonna get the Stone of Jazz. Then that, instead of doing the final blow to Zamalak and doing away with them, they were too busy bickering about among one another, and it wounded up with the him making a last-ditch effort to use the Stone of Jazz to try and save himself, and he messed up completely. Does a wrong thing, and with it, basically he taps it in a wrong way or hits it in the wrong way, causing it to just completely go off like a nuke and taking out a huge portion of Gillinor, causing the world to scream and wake up Gothics.
That's a lot of lore information I wasn't expecting to get, to be honest. I wasn't expecting that at all. An Emperor in the chat said, being tired and distracted while listening to this ramble is putting me in a confused state.
There's a lot of lore.
That's fair enough, but it's 4 in the morning, so
and that's just among the gods.
My God, I can't wait for all the other shit. But we'll have to pick up this conversation at another time. I am going to pack it up for the night, but first I wanted to let you guys know I'm going to play you out to this song right here. I've been working on this cover for a while, and I think you guys are going to love it. I found this cover of Big Iron a while back because I was going to do a cover of Big Iron again. I was going to do the original version, but then I heard this one that uses Johnny Cash's lyrics in voice rather than the original Marty Robertson. I think I got his last name right. So I wanted you guys to hear this because I think you guys are going to love it. I'm also going to change out this microphone. God damn, I can hear it fucking throwing a conniption fit right now. Kick app died for some reason on my phone. Kick app always dies on my phone for some reason. Yeah, the kick app completely just up and died. That's great. That's lovely. Fucking, I wish it would fix their app. That would be nice. But it'd be very nice. It'd be very nice. But I just want to say thank you, Coalfire, for coming on and talking with me for a while. I really wasn't expecting you to stay on as long as you did. I appreciate it.
How long did I talk about law?
All right. That's kind of why I brought you on, because I was going to have you talk about lore, because I was going to get distracted while I was playing the game. I tend to get very distracted while I'm playing Borderlands. So, and I'll be like, oh shit, that's where I'm live streaming it.
I literally talked about it for 2 hours.
Almost 3 hours. So,
oh shoot.
Yeah. So, I appreciate it, brother, and you have yourself a blessed night, alright?
You too. Take care, man.
See ya, brother.
See ya.
Alrighty, so that was Mr. Coalfire Gaming. Make sure you guys go follow him, give him some love. It was very sweet of him to come on here and spend a lot of quality time with us. Giving it a streaming moment to kind of pick back up. So for the VOD portion of this, I'm fixing to end the video here. So you guys won't be able to see it because of copyright reasons. But I will post a link to the cover when I do post the cover. Like I'll link it in the description, not the description, but the underneath the chat section of this, so that way you guys can see it. I'll like pin a comment so you guys can see the video I'm talking about. And of course, Cake's wanting to fucking die on me tonight. But anyways, thank you all so much for watching. Until next time on YouTube, make sure you like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube videos and VODs, and make sure you show up to my channel when I'm live streaming there.